How does it notice when you're inside? And also, how would you get out now?
Ah, Stobart.
Stobart?
We knew you would come.
You know me.
Hey, you're the guy who mugged me outside the theater.
We had to have the key of Solomon. Now listen to me. Cesaro is more powerful than we thought. There isn't much time. You must find the others. Protect the key.
Where is it?
Look for the statue. It hides the...
Hides what? I wasn't gonna get any more from the guy.
His blood is floating above him. I'm sorry. This is such a dramatic and intense moment, and I'm just there analyzing the game mistake.
It was the body of the guy who'd taken the key from me outside the theater. He'd tried to tell me something about a statue.
But like, this is probably my favorite game, if not, you know, if not the favorite, if not my favorite game, it's the second one. Absolutely, it's up there in the top two, and the first one will be Broken Sword 2, of course. I've said it already, but that doesn't mean that I can't criticize it, that I don't have anything to say against it. And even if, like, I say stuff like this, but this doesn't really mean that I don't like it. It's just funny to point out to me all of these little
I couldn't find any
things.
clues.
They're
Whatever he was
really
trying
important.
to protect, it was clearly worth laying his life down for.
Okay. So, up here, is this the other side of that? No, why would you do it without listening first? Okay, well. So.
The broken clock had stopped at 3:42. Cesaro's men must have been here for at least an hour. They must have been desperate. Hardly anything had been left untouched. The clock was smashed so badly it was beyond repair. They'd looked everywhere for the key. I hope they found it.
You hope they found it? Why would you hope they found it? Why are you even here if you hope they found it?
No sounds came from behind the door. The door had no remarkable features.
Fair enough. That's good. I don't know why I'm stalling. Whoa, what was that cat? That noise. Oh, yeah. So there's a full cathedral underneath Montfaucon. What? Huh. Oh, come on, not every single time. I guess the answer to my, why would they not open it to the public? It is because this is a secret organization. And I'm stupid.
It was a large, illuminated Bible. Each handwritten page must have taken days. If Grandpa Stobart could see me now, he'd sure be proud. Closest I've been to a Bible in years.
How did he not see me?
Guess I just
I'm
preferred
standing
thrillers.
there.
I like this version, though. Had some pretty pictures in it.
I was just standing there. How did you not see me? Okay, so I'm just standing here. I'm just staying here for a bit to see if I can see what this patrol is. Okay, this is gonna take a while if I have to wait every single time. Now, he'll come here and turn around, and I think I can just do... Oh! And now he's gonna look here. So that was good timing. And then... I'm gonna wait until it goes from right to left here. Until he starts going to the left there. Okay, let's go. Oh! I should have waited more, I guess. Not again. Did I do it? I think I did it. Let's go. Phew.
The clock was large, beautiful, and useless. It didn't work. The key to adjust the time had been left in the clock face. The key to adjust the time had been left in the clock face.
St. Stephen number? How do I know that that's his number? 1247. Or the smashed clock number? I don't think so. That was my first, like immediately my first thought, my instinctive thought, I guess. But I really don't think it's that, because that is just the time that they smashed it. San Stefan number, is that... Did I read it on the Bible? But then I died, so I don't think it saved that information. Saint Stephen, I don't know where I got it from.
Corresponded to the date this place was dedicated to Saint Stephen. It was around 1247.
Okay, it's just what...
That didn't work.
It's just what Andre told me.
I set the clock to 3:42, the time I'd seen on the smashed clock. Nothing happened.
Yeah, no, I thought so. That wouldn't have been... Like, well, why would it have been there?
It was a medieval tapestry depicting a knight on his horse. It reminded me of a manuscript I once found.
Mm-hmm. But this is only one knight on a horse.
A finely carved statue of a knight of the Templar Order. Not very flattering. It was a large statue of a man. Maybe this was the statue the Templar had been trying to tell me about. Below the statue, on the plinth, was a brass plaque.
It is clearly a secret entrance. Look at this line right here.
The plaque was set into the plinth.
Yeah, I didn't...
It couldn't be removed from its recess.
I didn't mean to take it.
The plaque indicated that the statue was of Saint Stephen. Below his name was a quote. "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Revelation. Now, when I was a boy, Grandpa Stobart, or to give him his full title, the Very Reverend Archie Stobart, had insisted I went to Bible class. So Revelation was no revelation to me.
Okay, so I guess I need to go back and actually read the Bible. Let's try again. I'm pretty sure he heard me. But then he didn't see me because I sneaked real quick.
I flicked through
Revelation.
the book looking for the right chapter. Aha! Revelations. Now, where is it? Got it. "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, And keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Chapter 1, verse 3. 103.
I'm just gonna... Uh-huh. Okay, can I... Oh my god, I could... I wasn't expecting that to work. It was a lot easier than I thought. Okay, so the time is at hand, like the hand of a clock.
I entered the time suggested by the
Like,
verse from the
how
Bible.
did I get
Chapter
this?
1, verse 3.
But Cesaro and Petra didn't.
Nothing. I was running out of ideas. Then a sound caught my attention. Sliding statues, ancient mechanisms. You didn't get this kind of thing back in Idaho. Behind the statue, a flight of stairs was going up. Well, here goes.
Please close it behind you. Of course it's not gonna. Okay. It's one of those that close themselves. Oh, this is from the intro cutscene.
Seize him!
Whoa!
Let him go. Come in, Monsieur Stobbart. We've been expecting you.
Who are you?
I am the preceptor of the temple.
The chapter of Saint Stephen?
Very good. Your deductions brought you here, as we knew they would.
My deductions also tell me you've got the key of Solomon.
We did have it, briefly, but alas, it has been taken again.
Cesaro.
He attacked swiftly and with overwhelming force. My men fought bravely, but it was not enough. A few of us retreated here to hide. A few miserable survivors.
Why is the key so important?
You know of the armillary?
Some?
Cesaro has set the armillary in motion. He will use the key to release the dragon energy in an enormous burst, which he will then harness to fulfill his own desires.
So where's the armillary? Surely all we have to do is go there and turn the damn thing off.
The whereabouts of the armillary have been long forgotten. 3 ancient stones hold the secret to its location.
Don't tell me. You lost them too?
We have 1 stone.
And we have the other 2.
Show me. Bingo. I do believe we've got the other 2.
It is said that the 3 stones are linked. With the stones there is a chance.
What can I do to help?
We will send our best knight, chivalrous, tenacious, and unswerving in his determination to fight evil.
Well, whoever this guy is, he's gonna need a hand.
That is for him to decide.
Yep. Classic chosen one. Sir George Stobbart. And that's the broken sword. The emblem, I mean. Not the sword.
Hi, guys.
That's
George,
the actual sword is
are
not
you
broken.
okay?
But
Just about. I went down below Montfaucon. They led me to a secret Templar base. And Andre, you were right. The Templars did survive.
Of course.
The original St. Stephen chapter.
But they must have been hundreds of years old.
My little chickpea, it doesn't mean the people themselves were original.
Oh,
Trouble is, Cesaro beat me to it. He's got the key of Solomon. He's probably already on his way to the armillary.
did you find its location?
No. If the Templars ever knew it, it's long been forgotten. They did give me another of the alphabet stones, though.
Another clue.
Not only that, they, knighted me.
What?
Knighted, as in made me a knight.
Extraordinary.
That's how it felt.
Did they do it with a sword?
Yep, whole shebang. Arise, Sir George. What do you think, Nico?
I'm speechless.
I guess if you and me were married, that'd make you a lady.
Very funny. So what should we call you? Your
Would it?
Highness?
Is that how it works? I
Oh,
I don't know.
shucks, let's not be
I
formal.
mean, it probably did.
Lord Stobart of Idaho will do for now.
Probably does. I don't know. I still wish Nico was the knight. I still wish that Nico was the chosen one again. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. I like Nico sometimes seems like a second character when, like, in the second, only the second main character, whereas I consider her half of the main characters, you know, even though there's so many more scenes with George. I mean, actually, in this game, this is one of my absolute favorites because there is so many scenes with Nico. That is part of the reason why this is my favorite game. But still, sometimes she seems more of a secondary character than, you know, the half of the primaries. But anyway,
I'd forgotten just how beautiful Nico was.
how could you forget?
Do you have any fresh ideas?
I'm as stumped as you are, George.
Have you noticed how Andre has changed lately? He's almost charming.
Beatrice has addled his mind.
Are you jealous?
You don't like Beatrice much, do you?
She's a silly, over-made-up, underdressed little girl.
Ouch.
I just think Andre could do better for himself. That's all.
Huh. She's jealous.
It's so frustrating. We know the armillery's somewhere in Egypt.
So maybe we should look at a map of Egypt.
And you just happen to have one handy, I suppose.
Well, while you were out getting knighted, we found a DVD filled with satellite maps.
Cool.
Here it is.
Oh, I meant to keep talking.
So let's take a look at Egypt.
We thought satellite maps would more closely represent the Egypt of thousands of years ago.
There aren't any ley line maps by any chance.
This is scientific fact, George.
Looks like it needs bringing up to date.
You can't deny the evidence, Andre.
Just when you think you understand the way the world works.
I'm always finding the same thing about women.
Hey,
Sorry, where were we?
look! There's Northern Africa.
Okay. What do we do? Oh. Systone. An alpha and omega. What exactly are we looking for? I guess the stones.
There was nothing I could see which matched the omega symbol.
Oh, okay. The Alpha Stone. Is there anything that resembles the Alpha Stone? Oh, the Psi Stone resembles the fork.
Nico, look there. The psi symbol looks like the Nile Delta.
You're right, George. Let's have a closer look at that section.
Mm-hmm. And there's the Omega.
Nico, there's another match.
The Omega symbol is just like that bend in the river.
Let's have a closer look.
I mean, somewhere there, there's bound to be an Alpha Stone. Alpha.
I'm a bit stumped this time,
thing.
George.
Could be a dead end.
No. Look at the arrangement of those ruins.
They seem to be arranged in a cross, but not quite.
They're like the points on the Alpha Stone.
I wondered what they meant.
That can't be right. One of them is missing.
Exactly. The missing point is the location we're looking for.
So, we just read the map reference.
And we have the location of the armillery.
Well done, George.
Thanks, Andre. Come on, Nico. We have to stop Cesaro.
Okay, nice.
One of us should be patrolling, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Off you go then.
Oh, thanks.
No, I mean, I'd love to help, but, well, strong sunlight makes me blotchy.
Well, use your sunblock then.
Well, that makes me blotchy too.
You're pathetic. How did you ever get to be a henchman?
This is the place, all right. So, what's the plan?
Oh
thought it was
god, I
your
love
turn
them
to
in
think
those
about it.
outfits.
I'm sure it was yours.
I guess we'll just have to do what we always do.
Wing it?
I prefer the word improvise. That doesn't look like a proper entrance. Cesaro has tunneled his way into the temple.
Guarded, too. Direct approach is out. Again.
We should scout out the rest of the area.
Great idea. Did you bring the cloak of invisibility?
Damn! I left it in a bag of forgetfulness.
Nico!
Oh, look at her, so mischievous. Mischievous. You get what I mean. I love it.
Hey, did you hear something?
No?
I could have sworn... You'd best go and look.
Oh, right. Me? Why me? You're the one with the overactive imagination.
Out of the two of us, who's scarier?
Ah, but I also get sunburn, remember?
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, great. Now the guard's patrolling.
What is Nico doing now? I really hope she stays safe. Okay. And I guess I need to worry for myself. Those guards are some of my favorite
Out
characters.
that way was a whole bunch of desert and not a lot else.
Okay, fair enough. But this way... Why does the helicopter make noise if it's not on? There we go. Oh, and there she is.
That was fun.
Wasn't it? By the way, the guards asked me to thank you for waking him up.
Oh, that? It was nothing.
Okay. Ah, what's this?
It was an exposed area of stonework where you could see the blocks beneath.
George, what's that?
Where?
There, inscribed on that stone.
She was right. Carvings were just visible on one of the stones. See the symbols? Look.
The Nile Delta, the Alpha, and the Omega.
We're on the right trail. I couldn't work any of the blocks loose with my bare hands.
Not with your bare hands, but maybe with a carjack handle?
I was sort of expecting to excavate my way in.
George, look!
The last thing I expected was that the blocks were really a door.
Good thing you just bring a carjack handle with you everywhere.
This was the end game. As we entered the tunnel, I wondered what was waiting for us.
Tell me that wasn't the entrance ceiling behind us.
But Nico, it was.
Just tell me.
Hey, lucky that wasn't the entrance ceiling behind us, or we could be entombed here for eternity.
Thanks, George. By the way, have you got the torch?
The flashlight? No, I thought you had it.
No, we swapped on the plane.
But then we swapped again in the truck.
Aha, but we swapped again on the walk.
Nico?
You're right. Let's just feel our way around.
Hey, what's this? Feels nice.
George.
Right, sorry.
Fucking George.
Mon Dieu. Look at all these guys.
Must have been some party.
Seems to be an easy place to die in.
I wouldn't worry. Well, not yet, anyway. Give it another 5 minutes.
How are we going to get out?
We'll be okay. Hey, did I ever tell you about that one time in Syria?
At length. Sometimes with diagrams.
Yo!
Oh
Where
yeah,
did he come from?
Syria. That's right.
I am Anubis, guardian of the temple.
Anubis? But he was the god who guarded the underworld.
Look at the decor. Says underworld to me.
If you come to this place, then you seek power.
Some kind of ancient hologram.
But power may be bestowed only on those with the authority to use it, and the wisdom to bear its burden. You must pass 2 tests to prove that you are ready. In this chamber, you shall prove your authority to go onwards.
And if we can't?
It's a recording, George.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to get a dialogue going here.
I think you scared him off.
Strange how he spoke in English.
English? He spoke in perfect French.
Haha. Yeah, in this one they went a bit more fantasy. Well, to be fair, in the second one they had a full-on god, Tezcatlipoca, come out of the mirror and then burn, basically. So that wasn't really any less fantastical. But in this one they took that and set it to 11, I guess.
Hey, Nico?
Oh, George. Let's talk about Petra first.
I wonder if we'll run into Petra, too.
There's an expression on your face when you say that which I really don't like.
Well, she is kind of,
Think very carefully before you finish that sentence.
a psychotic, scheming killer.
Good. Just remember that.
I mean, all I'm saying is... she's not into you, George. She's very clearly not into you.
What twists
And not because she
somebody
wants to
up into a
kill you.
psycho like Petra?
Who cares?
You think maybe with psychiatric help, maybe...
She's a fully functional killer and she loves it. You didn't see her luggage. She carries tools to dismantle people.
Well, that doesn't mean she's a bad person.
Yes, it does. Now shut up about her.
Oh, I love how Nico gets jealous. I mean, I don't love it. I don't really like jealousy in general. But, you know.
If
she's cute.
Cesaro gets all that power, what do you think he'll be able to do?
I don't know. I don't want him to get the chance to find out either.
Another
Okay.
day, another ancient temple complex. Hey, Nico?
Please don't start with your tales of daring do around the world, George. I am really not in the mood.
Okay, that was all, I guess. So, we have all the necessary.
I inserted the stone with the Omega marking. Yep, that's where it belongs, all right. I inserted the stone with the Nile Delta marking. Yep, that goes there, sure enough. I inserted the
Delta.
Fishy Alpha stone. It went home with a satisfying click. Hey, Nico, we're on a roll.
Just as well we had the symbols of authority. The temple priests must have carried them back when the early pharaohs used this place.
No wonder people thought they were gods.
Oh yeah, because they went from here, like that is part of the treasure that San Stefan.
That test had
Like,
been almost
we've
too
said it
easy.
multiple times.
I hated to
but
think what might follow.
I think it was Saint Stefan brought it to Paris.
We found
and-
ourselves
I mean,
in another
France.
chamber. It looked like one of those puzzles psychologists spring on kids. Except bigger. Fancy a game? You start. Ow!
Oh, this game.
I wish you wouldn't do that.
You have shown that you have the authority to reach this point. Now you must show that you have the wisdom to progress further.
We're screwed then.
Listen.
Attend to my tale of Horus, the Lawkeeper. Once, Horus walked in the land of men. By the banks of the Nile, he discovered a guardian of the watch with a murderer in his custody. A frightened witness to the crime, and the dead man's brother who was pressing the charge. The guardian wished to take the criminal, the witness, and the victim's brother to the tribunal building that stood on the far bank. There is no ferryman here, the guardian told Horus. How may I take this man to meet justice? Horus replied, I shall carry you across. Yet there are 3 of them, mighty Horus, said the guardian. The dead man's brother is full of wrath, and will surely strike down the accused if they are left together. And if the malefactor is even once left alone with the witness, he will surely put fear into the witness, and a trial will founder. Thus, putting his faith in the wisdom of Horus, the guardian took his leave. So Horus considered for a time. Then he carried his 3 charges across the river, back and forth, and in 7 degrees carried them all across, so that the murderer and the witness were never once left together out of the presence of Horus. Nor yet were the brother and the murderer left together out of the presence of Horus. And the witness gave his evidence without fear or corruption, and justice was served. Thus, mark the wisdom of Horus. Your trial is to echo that wisdom. My tale is laid out, ready to be retold, degree by degree. Fail, and you will progress no further. But mark me, deceit, improbity, or malfeasance are prohibited.
What did he say?
The guy is clearly a lawyer. It means no cheating.
They will be punishable by death,
Or a judge.
and his associates shall be ejected from this place, never again to be granted entrance.
Okay, well, this is just a classic riddle that usually is a fisher, a sheep, and a wolf. I don't remember. It's one of those that you certainly have done so many times in Professor Layton, in other games, in real life. This is just such a famous riddle that in theory you should know what to do and it should be easy. But for how many times I've solved this puzzle, I always forget how exactly to do it. Okay, so in this one, so the brother and the killer, if the brother and the killer go across, okay, the killer and the witness cannot go together, the witness and the brother cannot go together, but the brother and the killer can?
Put the killer on Horus, please.
Okay, yeah, it just tells me that.
Okay. I'd like Horus to put down the suspect.
So the killer can only go by himself.
Horus,
If I go with
please
the
take
witness.
the witness.
Oh, Horus can only go one at a time. Okay, so it's not like the famous riddle, because in the famous riddle you have 3 people, 3 beings that need to cross the lake, but there is only 2 places on the thing. Here it's only one at a time, so it's more like what you leave behind than what you have on the thing.
Right. Put down the witness, please.
So I want the killer and the brother to stay behind.
Horus,
so let's go
please
with the
take the
witness. Panel. I also will admit that I didn't.
No! Look, George! You've left the victim's brother with the suspect. You'll throttle him.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I wasn't really paying attention to Anubis's explanation. But the killer cannot stay with the witness, and the witness cannot stay with the brother. Oh. Yeah, no, I had left the killer with the brother, so maybe
Put the killer
let's...
on Horus, please.
Then come back. Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure
Put him on Horus, please.
Uh-huh. And at that point, either or would have been fine. But now I need to get the killer.
Put the killer on Horus, please.
So he's the fourth, and I have the two. Oh, no, I think so. So the three are the witness.
Horus, please take this.
Over there, then come back. Yeah, I'll go this. I don't know why I remember this being a lot more difficult than this. It's actually easier that you only have, you only go one at a time. Yeah, I won't do anything. One moment.
Put the killer on Horus, please.
Let's go.
You've done it, George.
Well, obviously.
There we go. Oh, there were stairs. Let me just see around. No, okay, there's really nothing else. Okay, let's go, Nico.
There's a glow up ahead.
Oh.
This could be it.
What if we don't succeed?
Come on, George. It's only the future of the planet.
Yeah, that's right. No big deal.